What is up, guys? Rick is here, and this is the weapon guide for the ACE-52 CQB. So let's get right into it with the stats. First, damage and range. The ACE-52 does 34 maximum damage out to 8 meters, then slopes down to 20 minimum damage at 50 meters and beyond. Now this is unique for the Carbine category. Every other Carbine in the game does only 25 maximum damage out to 8 meters, and then it slopes down to 15.4 at 50 meters and beyond. So the ACE-52 has the highest damage in the game of any Carbine. So it's a definite advantage there. Now to counteract this, every other stat is nerfed pretty substantially. First, rate of fire. The rate of fire is tied with two other guns for the slowest rate of fire of the Carbines at 650 rounds per minute. Bullet velocity got a similar nerf. The bullet velocity of the ACE-52 is the lowest bullet velocity of any Carbine in the game at 400 meters per second, making long range kills and tracking enemies while they're moving much more difficult. Not only that, the magazine size was also nerfed. The ACE-52 CQB has only 26 rounds in a magazine, where most other Carbines have 31 or even more. Now the recoil is very interesting. It does recoil a lot, but not as much as you'd think. The recoil for the ACE-52 CQB is 0.45 up, 0.25 left, and 0.25 right. Now let's compare it with a faster firing counterpart, the ACW-R. The ACW-R has 0.38 up, 0.4 left, and 0.3 right. You'll notice that the left and right recoil of the ACR is much bigger than the ACE-52 CQB, meaning that the ACE-52 has less side-to-side recoil than the ACR, and in fact a lot of the guns in the game. The ACE-52's recoil, although substantial, is mainly upwards recoil, and upwards recoil is the easiest to control. All you have to do is pull down the thumbstick or, just drift your mouse downwards. You don't have to worry about it going all over the place and going sideways. So although the recoil is substantial, it is easy to control. So let's get into the standard feel and good attachments for this gun. Again, like I said, the recoil and the high damage really kind of make this gun pretty good actually. If you can accentuate the high damage, it really becomes a powerful gun. Putting attachments on like a silencer are not the best idea. Although I have used this gun with a silencer and it is quite good, it really isn't the best, especially considering this has the lowest bullet velocity of any other Carbine. Putting a silencer on will lower that even more, making long range kills even more difficult. What you will want to put on is a heavy barrel. A heavy barrel will extend the range, increase the bullet velocity, and also increase accuracy. Now, the accuracy increase, it will not affect recoil, but basically the accuracy of the gun is essentially that when you shoot fully automatic downrange, you're not actually shooting pinpoint accurately. You're shooting in essentially another crosshair. So there's like a little circle where you're shooting, and the bullets can go anywhere in that circle. By putting a heavy barrel on, you're going to increase this circle. So although you won't lower recoil by putting heavy barrel on the ACE-52, what you will be doing is making sure that you are more likely to land the shots that come out of your barrel. And that's very important because your shots are doing a ton of damage. Each successful hit is going to be devastating to an opponent. Think about it, 34 damage up close. That is, with a headshot multiplier of 2 times, which is in Battlefield, you're doing 68 damage with one headshot up close. That's insane. And even at the furthest range, you're doing 40 damage with a headshot. Like, very, very powerful. So you really want to make sure those shots are hitting. To reduce the recoil, an angled foregrip is what I would recommend. An angled foregrip takes off first shot recoil. Now, first shot recoil, the first bullet to come out of your gun, recoils more than the rest. So if you're lowering the first shot recoil, you're going to be able to burst fire more easily and also land the progressive shots after your first one, which is very important with a gun like the ACE-52. Combined with a heavy barrel, you're going to be able to go fully automatic and have a more accurate fire downrange. Now, for a sights really don't go over a holographic sight. you do not want to, this gun is not the greatest at range because of the low bullet velocity and the low rounds per minute. You're actually probably going to want to kind of keep close quarters, and also if you have a high magnification scope like a 3.4 times scope or a double or something like that, it's just going to be recoiling way too much. You might hit the first, you know, 1 or 2 shots, but then you're going to be way above the guy's head and it's just going to be useless. So use a close range sight. Really would recommend the angled foregrip, and also would highly recommend the heavy barrel. Other than that, the choices are up to you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Try out the Ace 52. It is definitely one of the most unique carbines in the game, and it's pretty darn good. And as always, have a good day.